What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Boozer here. Hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. We got a nice little treat for you guys today. We are on my clanmate Alucard's account, and we're here to showcase to you guys a brand new champion that I'm sure most of you guys don't have, but I'm super interested in jumping into, checking it out and what she can do. So let's jump right into it. All right, I don't have this champion, so we have to jump on this Alucard's account, and this champion will be the brand new Shu-Zhen champion, Shu-Zhen the Valorous. Super cool champion here. She aesthetically looks a little bit plain, to be honest. I kind of yeah, she looks a little bit plain. Like at first glance, she kind of reminds me of like Chun-Li with the hairstyle, you know, the exposed large legs. But yeah, she still looks very nice. She got the pigtails here, she got this big staff, and yeah, very nice, solid, elegant looking champion. So what's her deal? Why is she so good? So her A1, 30% chance to block active skills, super annoying A1. And then she has an extra conditional effect where she can steal turn meter. But the block active skills is very, very annoying. Books up to 50% chance. Her A2, this is probably what makes her super unique, is that she's the first champion in the game that can remove the sheep debuff from your own champion. So it targets one ally, and if they're under sheep, if they're not under sheep, she places increased attack, increased crit rate, increased crit damage, and then gives them an extra turn. And if they do have sheep, she removes the sheep. So it's very, it's a unique skill, like I said, but it's also conditional. Like to get full benefit from this, it's going to be, your champion will be under sheep, but obviously it's still usable even if they are not under sheep. So it's still very good, still going to have a lot of use. You can definitely crank up like your nuker, for example, and then give them an extra turn. So it will be very useful. Her A3, obviously another very useful skill here. It's a 4-turn cooldown, fully booked, and then it says fill the turn meter of your allies by 20%, then places 30% increased speed. So this is going to be similar to like Sifi gives a speed boost and a turn meter boost. I believe her turn meter boost is 10%, so it's going to be a bit smaller. So she does a bigger one, and then she also has a 100% chance of decreasing the turn meter of enemies by 20% and placing decreased speed on them. So this is kind of like a Lysandra. Lysandra decreases the turn meter, but placing a decreased speed would be something extra as well. So she's filling, so Shu-Zhen is filling your team's turn meter up, giving your team increased speed, and then decreasing the enemy turn meter and decreasing their speed. So of course this move puts her at risk of getting sheeped herself, and obviously she can't protect herself from sheep. That would have been a nice little touch if they added her own sheep protection as well, so that she can so that'd be kind of cool if they added that, but they didn't. Otherwise, this move is still an excellent turn meter move. And her passive is actually very unique as well. Increases this champion's accuracy equal to the amount of speed they have. So for her, she needs accuracy for this decreased speed and this turn meter steal or decrease. So she does need accuracy there, and she needs accuracy for her block active skills. This makes it easier to build her because of the requirements on her skills. Does she even need accuracy? Do you even want to build her with accuracy? Yes, I think you do. You could get away with just having her use this ability and just having her fill turn meter and increase speed, and then, you know, having her less chance to decrease turn meter and decrease speed if you don't have accuracy. But she's going to be, usually you're going to be building her fast, and with her passive she will be getting accuracy from her speed. It's just a nice way to a nice easy way to build her a bit more easily. Her base stats very solid for a support champion, 1300 defense, good HP, good speed, very high speed, same speed as Arbiter. That's why she's considered basically Arbiter 2.0, because she has very similar moves to Arbiter. She doesn't have the revive, which I think is a big drawback, but she does have the nuker boosting ability, as well as the turn meter boosting ability as well. And her speed aura identical as Arbiter, so increase arena speed in arena battles by 30%. So on first glance, she's Arbiter 2.0, more situational Arbiter because of her sheep cleanse, but no revive. So that's kind of a big knock against her. But anyways, we'll jump into Alucard's Shu-Zhen, and we'll build her out. We'll build her out together and see what we get. All right, into Alucard's roster inventory here. So here she is, fully booked. You will want to fully book her out. Masteries are ready to go, so we'll do the masteries here as well. Let's run the optimizer, and then let's see what we want to do for her. So personally, I think we're going to build her as fast as possible, so just taking the gear from the Arbiter. So we have the optimizer here loaded up. So we go start, we go balance mode, configure. I'm going to use all gear on this account. I haven't done the masteries yet, but I will include Lore of Steel just to get the stats. And then for stats, we're just going to go speed, and then we're going to forgo accuracy right now, and then let's see what we get. So jump right into that. View list. So we're looking at 364 total speed. Accuracy is 135 from gear. So 135 from gear plus 364 from her passive. That gives her 500. So just like I was, basically I was thinking, don't even bother building her with accuracy from gear, because her speed will give her enough accuracy. So this puts her at about 500 accuracy, which is plenty for most applications. So definitely don't, that's going to be a very secondary stat for her. So actually it makes building her quite easy. So if she was like, for example, like Lady Kimmy, for example, you have to build Lady Kimmy with high speed and accuracy, whereas Shu-Zhen actually is very easy to build. So basically taking all the gear from the Arbiter, fastest shield is on her, the Sifi, and then the fastest banner is on Taragi here. So we can jump into that and put it all together on her. So be right back. All right, so we got the gear loaded up on Shu-Zhen, and we got 363 total speed. This is not including Lore Steel, by the way, so the masteries are not fully done. We'll do that right after this. I went with HP as the secondary stat to prioritize. Looks like the accuracy will be 176. Again, plus the accuracy from her speed, due to her passive, puts her over 500 accuracy, which should be very solid, depending where you are on arena, of course, but it should be very solid for what she wants to do. So let's load it up. Be right back. All right, so we're back at it here. Let's click equipped. Boom, putting the fastest gear on this account on this champion. So there she is, Shu-Zhen Valorous, geared up and ready to go. 363 without Lore Steel. I think she's one speed off the maximum speed on this account. So let's hop in and do the masteries. It's probably going to be, let's start off with the kind of standard like Arbiter masteries. So let's go, so we go accuracy, increase chance turn meter when debuff cast. She does place debuffs. 30% chance increase turn meter when buffed removed. So that also works. Hard to get over there. So what we could do is take this one. Let's see. So we could go here. Heal this champion first time enemies killed each round. We kind of want these two actually. Maybe we should have taken this one and then skipped over here. Okay, let's take this. No, that doesn't work. So we take this and then take those two. I was saying like, oh, we don't need accuracy on her, so we probably maybe didn't even have to take this charged focus. But let's go for the turn meter. Take that turn meter here, and then we want Lore of Steel. So what we can do is go Lore of Steel, Evil Eye, or we can go Cycle of Magic. I think ultimately we want to end up with maybe Timely Intervention. Increase turn meter for each active debuff. Although usually you go for Reviver for this Timely Intervention. So you probably want to take Cycle, Lure, Gifts, Hexers. Hexer for increased duration for her decreased speed. Lasting Gifts for her buff extension, buff increases, and then ultimately I think you want to end up with either Timely Intervention or Eagle Eye. I know we're not supposed, we don't really need to build extra accuracy into her, but obviously extra accuracy is going to be nice. Or you take Timely Intervention here, so it gives her a chance to maybe recover if your champion is sheeped, or gives you a chance to get her speed boost back to boost up your team. It's not as good. Generally, this is like a Reviver mastery set or final mastery, but it might work out in this case. Or we can take extra accuracy, which is also okay too. So let's jump in here. I'm going to take Lasting Gifts to boost her buff extension, and then take Master Hexer to boost her boost her debuff extension. Okay, and then we have a final choice here for T6. I was considering something for her defense T6, but she currently doesn't have anything super useful here from the T6 here. I mean, you could build resistance in her to protect herself, I guess, from other debuffs, and then, but I think building accuracy into her would be pretty difficult, especially if you want her to be super fast. So let's start off with the defense would probably be resistance, improved parry, heals this champion when they kill an enemy target. That's gonna be kind of tough. So it might be, we want improved parry. Let's see here. Okay, I don't think we have a choice for Bloodthirst, so I think we gotta go down that way. So let's go down the Bloodthirst. We want Delay Death, and ultimately I think we want Cycle of Revenge, give her extra turn meter. And I think for our T6 mastery, we're probably going to go with Timely or Eagle Eye. Let's go Eagle Eye, give her maximum accuracy. So there she is. Her passive ability, her accuracy is equal to speed, so she has 369 speed, so she's gonna have about 600 accuracy pretty easily. Like, we didn't really focus on accuracy at all. We did go down accuracy for Eagle Eye. We could, I think, maybe try Timely Intervention as well. So otherwise these are pretty standard Arbiter masteries. Arbiter would probably take Spirit Haste, and then for sure Timely Intervention for her, because she has debuffs and buffs. And then Eagle Eye will definitely help her land against some tougher opponents. Let's see what she can do in the arena. Okay, so I'm going to put her in a pretty standard like speed team, basically a replacement for an Arbiter. So I replaced an Arbiter in this team. However, I realized that when building the team, you still need attack up for your nuker if they go first, because she won't be able to replace the attack up on the first turn. She can only do the turn meter boost. The turn meter boost compared to Arbiter is smaller. So she has a 20% turn meter boost, but compared to Arbiter's 30% boost. But she does place decreased speed, and she also increases your team's turn meter. So if you're speed tuning your team, the champion in the second position can be much slower. So actually the boost is actually quite quite large for Shu-Zhen compared to Arbiter, but she doesn't place the increased attack. So she does make it a little bit easier to build your second champion. You can have a slower nuker and all that stuff, but she doesn't place the increased attack, which is a little bit annoying compared to Arbiter, which has it all in one place. So we do have to add the increased attack here. So let's try this out. It's going to be a generic speed team race here. So if we go first, we're probably going to win, but let's see how it goes. All right, so let's check this out. So we got Charge of the Valorous. So this is the turn meter boost. Nice. Okay, so Kymar comes in with the AoE crowd control, Duchess with the increased attack. And then we actually have the sheep. She came back around to her sheep debuff here. She's actually much faster than the Trunda. And then we'll use the Trunda Slam and boom, everyone dies. Okay, so as long as we win the speed race with Shu-Zhen, we can win these type of battles pretty easily. So you go boost into some kind of crowd control, and then you have your nuker ready. So let's try another team here without as much support to help her out. Let's try. All right, let's test out her sheep cleansing ability. So we're in another fight here. Similar team as before. We removed the Duchess so we don't have increased attack. So this is kind of the big knock against Shu-Zhen. So we removed the increased attack. We added Madame Cirrus. I also wanted to add Madame Cirrus because she places a lot of debuffs, so she has a high chance of getting sheeped here. So I picked a team that has some sheep champions, although very low star based on our gold 5 ranking right now. But found a team with a couple sheep blessings, as well as a resistance aura, so they're going to have a little bit more resistance. So let's see how well our 600 accuracy Shu-Zhen actually works against them. So let's jump into it. Alright, so let's boost and place, and then we're going to increase our turn meter, decrease their turn meter, decrease their speed, increase our speed. So she lands it. And let's crowd control them. Get slept. Okay, let's try to sheep ourselves. Nope, didn't happen. She didn't actually remove, she didn't decrease defense. She didn't strip or decrease defense, the Duchess. Okay, and then Trunda will come in with no increased attack. Does good work. And now Shu-Zhen will get a chance here to boost the Trunda with the extra turn. Oh, that's so nice. Right away. That's super nice. Okay, with the reset coming in. Okay, strip again. Again, resisted by the Duchess, so definitely just not strong enough with the Duchess. Okay, so we have... So, what we can do here, I think, is if you had a really slow nuker, you could probably use this move to give them a turn right away. So we could try that out too, but right now it looks like the Trunda will go if we use the A2 or the A3. So it doesn't matter which one we use. So let's try the A3 and we sheep ourselves. Nice. Alright, let's do the Trunda Blast. Actually, that was a pretty good showcase because it allowed us to go second again. Her move is actually really nice. The extra turn mechanic on it is that it really helps your nuker get an instant turn. So it's kind of like combining her speed with your nuker. It's actually a pretty interesting relationship between her move and your nuker. So let's try another team, and then let's see if we can get a better showcase of that A2. Alright, so I put together this team. I purposely went with a slightly underpowered Regash on this account. So the Regash is a little bit, he's not geared to be a super strong nuker. We're up against a team here that has 3 Revivers and a Candrafon. So it's going to be, you know, it's gonna need some extra oomph. So I did bring in the Sifi for the defense up, as well as a revive, because I feel like if Candrafon gets a counterattack and we lose one of our champions, we're kind of done. She also will give us more turn meter and make her team a little bit faster. And this is going to be, we have 3 sheep champions here, so we might actually get sheep with the Ragash as he has a lot of debuffs. So let's see how this goes. I think that might be a good fight. Okay. Okay, so we start off with the boost. Actually, you could even instantly go into the A3, but I don't really want to give Ragash the the A2. But we don't want to give Ragash the A2 right away because he doesn't have the increased attack. So we're gonna go with the increased speed, places everything, and now we got the increased defense here. And then Kaimar can control them, and it works out. Okay, so let's see what he can do with the increase with the A2 here. Alright, so he stuns the Kandrifon. Alright, so let's see this in action again. Let's see this A2. Alright, we're going to give Ragash the extra turn and some extra damage here. And he goes right away. That's pretty damn sweet. That's pretty sweet, I gotta say. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Okay, let's try and navigate around this again. So Kaimar, let's do a reset. Let's do everything again. Since they have block debuffs, Ragash gonna go again. So let's do the charge of the Valorous, boost up, and then we can do the big swipe again. Okay, that didn't work out very well for us. The Ragash is not built for damage, so it's gonna be kind of tough here. Okay, so okay, this is so we could give Ragash extra turn, but he's fully blocked out. Let's try give it to Sifi. Counterfon's gonna get another turn here pretty soon. Can't really cleanse this part off. Do we have our AoE back? Do we have our AoE back? We don't know. Okay, let's try to give Ragash the extra turn again. It's actually pretty cool mechanic anyways, just to check him out. Okay, so that happens. Okay. It's kind of interesting mechanic to see. Okay, let's try this fight again. Okay. There's a lot of things that can happen. I don't know how auto-friendly she can be. It's actually pretty interesting. Okay, let's try again. Maybe with a different team. Give me a sec here. Alright, let's come back in with this team. I really wanted to use a nuker with some debuffs just to give her a chance for her A2 to shine. Although it's not necessarily needed to be used on a sheep champion, it actually has some interesting mechanics where you can kind of like have your nuker kind of basically jump ahead of the line. So if you use her right away and then get Mashal going, so let's try it this way. Mashal's the slowest in this team. But it's actually kind of interesting to see. Let's open with her A2 and see what happens here. This is against the same team. It's a really tough, tanky team. I didn't want to use Ragash again because he's actually not geared in damage gear at all. So I know usually we would go with the team boosting move. But let's go right away into this this Purging Petals to give the Mashald the turn right away. That's pretty cool. So he goes right away. Gets his fears going. Let's see if we can kill off this annoying Python here with the cleanse. Nope. Okay, so that's a little bit underwhelming. I guess he probably didn't have all the buffs going on. So the cleanse is gonna come off from the Python most likely. Yeah, there it goes. The speed going. Okay. Attack up. Sure. Fail. We didn't take Evil Eye on her. Maybe Evil Eye would have been better too, but hard to give up Lure Steel there. Okay, kill him again. Okay, let's give Michelle another turn. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Okay. Gonna block active skills? No. Let's try to protect Michelle from this counterfund. Oh no! Okay, so she goes down. That's okay. We do have to pick up here. Let's deal. Still not enough damage to nuke this team down. I guess the Michelle wasn't ready with the buffs. Here's the attack up buffs. Okay, so she's back up. She does get a lot of turns. I'm gonna say that. Okay, let's go with the Michelle again. They're not the thing is they have blocked debuffs up, so he's not really able to land any debuffs. Okay, let's give that Michelle another turn. Look at this guy go. It's actually really interesting. Do I want another turn? No point, right? Try to kill off this Uko. Couldn't kill the Uko. Okay, block active skills. Didn't place it. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is getting a little bit annoying, but okay, let's go. A lot of turns still going on for her. Michelle's getting a lot of attacks in. Now he doesn't have the buffs going on for himself. Okay, let's give Michelle all the buffs, all the damage buffs. Okay. Okay. I think this is a situation where the nuker isn't able to down some of these really tough support champions. Okay, let's block Duchess. They haven't been able to block the Duchess. Haven't been able to place the fears there. Okay. Block. There you go. Block active skills. Alright, there we go. And actually that move is very annoying because it locks her out of her revive. And that's probably game ending there, right? So let's make sure Michelle has all the buffs going on. Full buff and then kill. Okay, it's actually kind of interesting to see her interactions. She's obviously going to be a lot stronger in like slower like grind out fights, where she can basically give your nuker additional turns if needed. In this case, like she might be like as a general usage champion, she might not be as good as Arbiter because Arbiter brings the team revive as well as the attack up on one, obviously in one kit, which is really nice. And if you're looking for faster fights, Arbiter is probably just going to be better. So I think overall I like the interaction. She brings some cool gameplay, but if you're looking for like, auto set it and forget it kind of champion, Arbiter will probably be better. She might have more use in live arena where it requires you to manual her kit, which could be interesting. Like she would have like tons of different interactions as well as like having the sheep. the longer the fight, the more chances your team will get sheeped as well. So her A2 will be able to shine a bit more there. And the fact that she can give your nuker 2 attack turns can be very, very powerful. Probably more powerful and more needed than in classic arena. As for like something like platinum reset or something like that, like we're gonna have to find a proper team to use her in, to maybe utilize that. I think Kymar actually would be very good with her as well, because Kymar brings the reset. So your nuker could theoretically tune the champion so that Shu-Zhen goes first. You boost your whole team. Kymar does his sleep and strip, and then your nuker attacks, and then it could cycle back around to Shu-Zhen again. Or Kymar can go first, be faster than Shu-Zhen. So it cycles back to Kymar. Kymar does the reset. Shu-Zhen does the A2 to give your nuker a re-go, like so that your super slow nuker can maybe jump ahead, and then he can do the AOE nuke again. So she's gonna help in that way, but there's gonna be some interesting things that we're not gonna be able to test today. But I think based on the fights that we had today, I was actually very interested to see her do a lot of her skills and interact in that fight, especially with the Mashal giving him so many different turns. And we did see the benefit of the crit rate increased crit damage on Mashal when he was starting to outrun some of the buffs that he had. So actually it was still very useful. I think overall she's still a very good champion. I think her kit is probably on first glance maybe slightly, it's easier to overrate her, but I feel like we haven't fully untapped her full potential yet, because she does have this very unique, one of its kind in this game, the sheep removal. She has very interesting and very easygoing passive ability, makes her build very easy to build. Even her masteries are not fully fleshed out, because I kind of took Eagle Eye, but she could definitely go with timely intervention. We also skipped we took Eagle Eye, yeah, and I skipped Evil Eye, which is actually pretty useful for general arena usage. But yeah, so definitely a nice like kind of first take here. Definitely a strong champion, so congratulations if you guys pulled her. She's very new, won't be a lot of people having her in their team so far, but she's very interesting to play around with, and hopefully we can get a little bit more insight into her as the game goes on. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching this showcase for Shu-Zhen the Valorous. Thank you so much, Alucard, for letting me hop on your account and play around with her. And yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys would do with her. I mean, let me know if you guys even have her. She was just recently featured on a 10x. She's about a week or two old champion, so she's extremely new. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.